Hey, welcome to Daily Wisdom. We spend 10-15 minutes diving into some principles to help you to expand your life, your businesses, everything that's going on. And today, the topic is you got to see it before you see it. You got to see it before you see it. So if that sounds like something interesting to you, share this, like this. I also subscribe to our YouTube, and we put all these replays up there and everything, but we're going to have some good times. And yeah, throw in the chat how cold it is for you today. I see my friend in Wisconsin, it's 13 degrees, it's 46 degrees. I know, happy Christmas week. It's a blistering cold, probably 60 degrees out here in winter San Diego. I know, so happy week here. And also, if you're interested in coming on to these, we do have a live Zoom room as well. Anyone's welcome to join. Angie's here, my wife's here, Carol, Christina, Annette, Julie, Pam, and glad to have you guys. 30 was last night. Oh, that's under freezing. That's not fun right there. So we've been talking about the idea of achieving what's called a quantum leap in your life. So in our business team, I'm a coach, trainer, entrepreneur, and we coach our people to build successful online businesses. And this topic I want to share with everybody because it's so fascinating, because I'm sure we all want 2023 to be dramatically different from 2022. And to do that, there's certain principles of success that work every time because they're laws. So what are some of these laws? Well, one of them is this law of the ability to create something in your mind first before it gets created in the world. It's incredible, this type of opportunity we've all been given. Imagination, Albert Einstein says, is a preview of life's coming attractions. And I think it's one of those things that, unfortunately, most of the time we use our imagination in a complete negative way. I don't know if you would associate with me on this or relate with me, but how many times do we worry too much? We think about why something can't happen. We're about why we can't make enough. We won't have enough time. Why, when we have a dream, it won't be possible. And the imagination starts to kick in, doesn't it? It starts to go real strong. You think, what's the worst case scenario? What if this happens? What if I fail? What if blah, 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 right? Yeah. And we're really good at this. We're really good at this imagination, so much to the point that you can literally imagine yourself to being sick. A lot of times illness in our world is simply because of a negative thought, a negative imagination, a negative vision that is ultimately manifested into our reality because we're thinking about it way too long. The number one reason why people have heart disease or heart attacks is stress. And where does stress come from? Stress comes from our imagination and the negative route. But when we understand that we have this powerful mental faculty that we can also flip on the other side, we have to discipline ourselves, though, to do that. We can also imagine incredible things for our life. So you have to see it before you see it. So I was talking to our team this week and I was asking them, what do you want for 2023? And start to plant that vision of exactly what it is into your mind. A year from now, what's your Christmas going to be like? A year from now, what is your life going to be like? What are the things, and just let your imagination start to roll. And it's incredible to watch this process go down. You have to see it before you see it. And these concepts are so interesting because while it's intuitively, when we hear these things, we know them to be true. I think also because of conditioning from our life circumstances, we also find it hard to believe that it works that way as well. But I want to challenge each of us as we move into this next year that it's important that we can start to use our imagination to serve us, not go against us. Okay? So put a 1 in the chat if you have something in mind that you want to imagine, a good thing to happen in your mind. Something that you want your 2023 to really be like, your business being a certain way, your life being a certain way, your relationships being a certain way. Yeah. Your influence being a certain way, your body being a certain way, right? Whatever that it is, it's important that we see it so clearly. So spend some time and put some color to this, put some detail to this, put the feelings to it, like whatever that it is. And I'll tell you, it's incredible when you go through these principles and you start to apply them, because the most amazing things start to happen. I'll just share with you a personal story. So I'm down here in San Diego. So I grew up, my family's down here, and then we moved away when we went to UC Berkeley for college. And that's where I met Becky, my now wife. And we've been up there for like 15 years, right? What happened was a couple of years ago, we were down here during COVID times, lockdown times, because honestly, we thought that I don't know what's going to happen. So let's see our family just in case, I don't know, we're all locked in or something. So we ended up spending 4 months down in San Diego. And we run an online business. So fortunately, we had that flexibility and stuff. And when we left, we had an idea. You see, your vision all starts as one simple inspired thought. And here was the thought. How awesome would it be if we moved back down to San Diego and we could be closer to families? We're thinking about our next, as we raise our future family. It was a thought, and it became a burning desire. So as you start to get the vision, start to continue to impress it into your mind. You have to make it into a burning desire, as it says in Think and Grow Rich. Something with emotion, something that's exciting, something that's visual, right? So sort of imagine, what would it be like if we're around our family? What would it be like if we raise our kids there? What would it be like to come in and it's a cold winter of 50, 60 degrees, like, what would that be like? We're like getting all excited and stuff like that. And sure enough, around a month later or so, get a call from my mom. And if you know, in this place in San Diego is pretty like developed. There is not a lot of new development in this area. But we get a call from my mom. Now my mom says, hey, guess what? 5 minutes away, there's an industrial plant that is being demolished, and they're saying that there's going to be a new build in this area. They're going to have a brand new community. There's like 1,600 homes or something. You should take a look at it. We're like, interesting. We just started to think about wanting to move back down to San Diego. What's your vision? What are you imagining? What are the crazy things that you think might be impossible, but you really, really do want? You have to see it before you see it, right? So we saw that and we're like, oh, that's interesting. And long story short, I won't go through all the details today, but yesterday, this was 2 years after or so, that first idea happened. Yesterday, me and my wife are walking through our home that's being built in this community. The walls are up now. There's dry walls. We're checking it out. You can check out our stories if you want. You can get a little sneak peek to that. And what started as just an idea is now almost a reality. Not over yet, right? But isn't that crazy how that works? And I share this just to encourage you, because these things work, right? It's amazing. It's like, what? Now, I don't believe everything you imagine will happen. I believe there's a perfect will out there. I believe there are things that we're meant to do and things we're not meant to do. I believe God has a perfect will that happens. I don't think everything you can convince your mind to do will happen, right? However, there are many things, but I do believe that we have to believe it and we have to see it before we see it. Whatever that it is, we have a part to do. And the first part to do is just to believe the imagination, to believe the dream, to believe that is possible for you. And my challenge as we're going into the next year is, because I know that when it comes to dreaming, like many of us have dreamed many times before and we've accomplished some things, but if we're to be honest, we've also had some very traumatic things too. But it's okay, things happen, right? But it should not be a reason why we stop dreaming. It should be more reason to challenge yourself to expand our vision and expand our imagination to the next level. Because if you're either doing one of two things, here's the reality of life. You're either creating or you're disintegrating. You're either growing or you're dying. And what I don't want for any of us here is to go on in life just surviving and dying, actually. I want all of us to continue to thrive. And if you're here right now, that means that there's still a vision, there's still an imagination, there's still a dream, there's a role, there's a responsibility, there's a call that's still on you today. So just understand this principle, that if you want that quantum leap for this next year, you have to first see it in your mind before you can see it in your life. And I encourage you, spend some more time to see it further. Write it down, visualize it, go walk around different places, go on Google, whatever that it is, and start to implant that vision there. And I'm telling you, this next year, it's going to start to be incredible. All right, everybody. So just wanted to share that with you guys. I'm super excited as we're going through this, and I can't wait to see and hear all the incredible things that are going to happen with everyone here as well. And you're welcome. If this did encourage you, share this, like this, follow. Also come onto our YouTube. And if you're interested in coming to our Zoom room, we do this every day. We just share a quick snippet of wisdom. And you're more than welcome to come to our Zoom room. If you're interested in that, ask your friend, ask me, and we can definitely invite you into this. All right. So see it. If you have something that you're seeing in your mind right now, put it to in the chat. Seeing in your mind, that's a really, really good thing. Awesome. Sweet. I can't wait to see those come into reality. All right, everyone. And that, have an awesome day. Have an awesome Christmas week. We will